teďka na začátek. Já už to pustil, OK. Tak já pustím lidi teda. Ještě se vyčůrat. Aha, už jsme live. Dobře, tak jsem ještě odskočit pro pitíčko a začínáme sharp, jo? Takže ve 28 nejpozději tady všichni.
Počkej, jaký dám na klikání prezentace?
Nahoře, jakoby na té obrazovce, bys měl mít View Options, myslím, že se to jmenuje úplně nahoře. Já tady mám, že si můžu request remote control a ty bys tam měl mít něco jako give remove control nebo něco takového.
Tak já dám prostě auto accept all requests. A můžu teda dát TT.
No tak až se TT vrátí, tak se dá request.
No, tak už to mám stejně.
Jo, jakože už jsi jí dal práva?
Jo.
Nice. Můžeš poslat ten odkaz na to YouTube, jestli ho máš někde po ruce.
Mám ho někde po ruce.
Jo. A jak se ti spinkalo?
Málo.
Málo? Mě mrzí. No.
Já když dneska naspím 12 hodin denně, tak pak nemám dost energie na hlavní spánek dne.
OK.
Google se zase rozbil, ach jo.
Můžeš s náma klidně, Štěpánko, mluvit. Nemusíš jen psát.
Jo,
Ty se teda můžeš mluvit.
Já třeba nemám tak velký monitor, abych zvládal to Zoom prezentaci a ještě zápis. Takže pokud nebudeš mluvit, tak jako kdyby se mnou nekomunikoval.
Doufám teda, že dorazíš Štípy domů do té doby, než budeš hlasovat. Jako.
Jo, protože já hlasovat nemůžu.
Jo.
Ale proč nevidím u sebe tlačítko na vypnutí mikrofonu?
to je divný, ne? Já bych mi to měla dole.
No a já tam nevidím nic teďka, já tam nemám ty ikonky.
Tak dej escape.
To já tady mačkám, co můžu a nejde to.
Nemáš je někde vyskočený jako bokem? Dobré ráno.
Zdravíčko.
No. Ne, mám tady jenom, že můžu kontrolovat screen.
Tak to je docela jako blbý.
Tak my tě zkusíme mutenout, jestli chceš. Kde seš?
Já se můžu... No vlastně teďka nemám. Tak já se možná zkusím ještě odpojit a připojit znova.
Jo, Gabi, máme někde logo pro tohle National Assembly?
Chceš ho do zápisu?
No jako zatím tam můžu nechat to z února, než to publikujeme, ale...
Jo, jakože ho někde mám, ale musím ho vyhledat,
Okay.
takže
Tak
ti ho pak pošlu.
pak mi ho někdy pošli.
No.
Já zatím udělám poznámku.
A jdeme, a když mě teďka uděláš zase jako hostem, tak já jsem zvědavá, jestli se to stane znova.
Začínáme za 4 minuty a je nás tady 12. To možná.
Mexico host zase.
Dobrý, všechno funguje.
A máš taky kontrol nad prezentací?
Ano, ne, teďka mám viewing jenom.
Tak ještě kontrol nad prezentací.
No a teď zmizeli.
Teď jsem ti dal ten kontrol.
Jo, tak nemám tady, tak já to nepotřebuju, já si to když tak vypnu tady hlad v tom, ale
My ti když tak vypneme.
to je hustý teda.
Já jsem to zkusila předtím ti vypnout a můžu tě vypnout, kdybys chtěla.
Jo. A já se můžu vypnout taky v seznamu participants.
Jo, no tak aspoň, že tak.
To je ale divnost. No, divnost teda. Okay. Dobré ráno. Dobré ráno.
Já se budu muset asi ještě znovu odhlásit a přihlásit, protože koukám, že mě to přihlásilo přes sharing team mail.
To se nevadí, ne?
Tak já se aspoň přejmenuji.
To můžeš. Já jsem netušila, že ty můžeš být dvakrát.
No,
Andělka je
taky
nějaká vystrojená.
Sakra, já ji nevidím. Já mám nějaký blbej
Má
view.
vlny ve vlasech úplně.
Kde seš? Jo a teda, v kolik jsi
Jsi
stávala, abys to stihla?
Jo.
Já myslím, že není potřeba to komentovat.
Čau všichni, Mendelka klasicky společně.
Jak to začínáme sharp, jo?
Jo, a asi můžu už přepnout do angličtiny. Good morning, everyone! Hello. We have a first active activity for you, which is please rename yourself, especially those who will vote. You can rename yourself in the list of participants by clicking on your name with the left click on your mouse. Click more, rename, and change your name to your name and section, please. And for the rest, you can still grab something to drink or I don't know, do whatever you need before we start, but you have only 1 minute for that. Because I was informed by Gabi that we start at 9:30 sharp. And Gabi, how many people should be joining?
At least 19 from sections, but it should be around 42. Around 40, yeah.
They are coming. Congratulations, Štěpánka. Hello, everyone. So let's give it like at least one more minute or two. Hello, before we officially start, well, I will wait for one more participant. Hello, hello. Before we officially start, I just would like to ask, especially the people who are voting for on behalf of your section, to rename yourself in the list of participants. You can do that by clicking on your name, and you will find the button rename. And if you can just write your name and last name and the section that you are representing. If you are representing two sections, you can also write there, you know, like one section / the another one, because it will be easier for us to go through the voting. All right, Gabi, what do you think? Shall we start?
Yes.
All right. So welcome, everyone. I will just try the presentation. Good. Good morning. Welcome to the National Assembly, May 2021, which is one of the important one, as the others are as well. But this one especially because, as you know, we are all looking forward to the candidates, which is you know, the main part of today. But we will also have a couple of other presentations and important information. And before I start talking a lot, I would like to invite Adele, the president of ESN Czech Republic, to officially welcome us here and open the assembly.
A nice picture. Thank you, Tata. And good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you here. And I'm very happy that we got to meet here, even though the examination period for many sections have already started. So welcome. I hope you enjoyed this assembly. Just like Tata mentioned, this is one of the most important ones since we are going to decide on the future of the network. So I would also like to invite you to be active during this assembly, to take notes, to ask as many questions as you need, and to take it back to your sections as well. Also, even though they are not here yet, I would like to welcome here our partners as well, especially the representatives of our national agency, DZS, and also the representatives of Study in the Czech Republic and Czech Republic alumni. So these are the partners that are going to attend on behalf of DZS. And also we will have more partners, the representatives of the Vice President of Student Chamber of the Council of Higher Education Institutions in the Czech Republic, who's going to introduce his organization. And we will also have some partners updates when it comes to the commercial ones. So please pay attention. And like I said, try to learn as much as possible. And I'll be looking forward to everything we will experience here today together. So not to make it any long, I officially open National Assembly May 2021.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you very much. And we can run. Good. So as usual, I will guide you through a couple of slides when sharing with you information about the rules of the game, let's say. And first of all, just when it comes to the Zoom setting, I don't know if everyone is aware. You can set the view setting as you wish. You can have the speaker as on the top of the screen, or you can have the people in the gallery view, and next to it the slide. There is the button view, so there you can make the setting as you want. And you can also hide your own view if you don't want to look at yourself the whole day. So there is the little button on your face, and you can hide yourself, but we will still see you. And you can also, Mariška already did it, you can also use the reactions on Zoom if you want to express yourself silently. And when it comes to the procedures and everything that we will go through, well, we have here people who are authorized representatives, and these people can vote during the day. They are either statutory representatives or members with a delegated vote. You should know that, and some of the sections also delegated the votes to other members. Also, during the day, you have a right, well, not everyone, but the authorized representatives, so those with the votes, and the national board's members. These people have a right to propose something that you would like to vote on. If there is something that you find important and we should make a change, or we should have a extra vote on something, you can make these proposals. And then everyone can speak and share and ask questions, etc. However, this can happen only if you are given the space and the word. So please respect that. Yes, you will be muted, or we will ask you to stay muted during the day unless you have the word, you have either the presentation or you are asking a question. We will manage this with the chairing team. Also, if the situation allows to you, please keep your cameras on, as it makes it more personal. If we could be at the physical meeting, we would also enjoy our happy, tired, excited faces. So if your internet connection is fine, we will appreciate if you turn your cameras on. However, if that's not possible, that's also understandable. Yeah, I'm waiting for my other slide. Good. Speakers will be giving some presentations, and if you are one of the speakers, you will control the slides, so you can change the slides according to you. And I just want to warn you that sometimes you can have, you just seen it, that it can take a little bit more time skipping between the slides, so don't worry about that. And if you have any technical problems, you can maybe write a private message to ESN sharing team. There is Adam behind this this name, so you can maybe just get to him, and he will make his best to help you. Also, we will be using Slido during the question rounds. I will get back to it in the next slide. Then, if there is a question round and speakers list is open, etc., and if there is something that you would like to react on, just write in the chat here on Zoom reaction or R, and I will control it, and I will give you the word if you write the action. However, please remember that your reaction should be relevant to what is just being said. If you have anything procedural or technical, for example, that the speaker has technical issues and that you cannot hear them, or that the presentation is breaking up, please write in the chat procedure or P, and we will also get to you, or you can just write it in the chat what is the problem that you are facing with. If this is something that affects everyone. And then if you have objections, for example, mainly if there will be the speakers list open. So if you will be in the middle of writing your questions, but I will propose to close the speakers list, you can object. and you can write objections or O in the chat. And as I already mentioned, you can use the reactions in the Zoom if you, for example, want to express agreement, or if you want to applaud to someone, you can use this reaction of clapping hands, which will be, the sign of support, and that you are there, you're supporting people, and that you are here with us. Then I guess that I have more information about Slido. Yes. So I would like to encourage everyone to go to the website Slido. You have it here on the slide, and you just write the code NA-May 2021, which will bring you to the space of the question rounds of this assembly. And after some presentations, not all of them, but after some presentations, there is a question round, and you can type your questions in here. I think that there is one more slide with explaining how to do that. Yes. So write your question on the Slido, and when writing the question, please write the number of the presentation according to the agenda. Then type your question in, and also you can either remain anonymous, or you can also state your name in the question. So if you decide to not to stay anonymous, write your name and section, please. I will then go to the questions. So you can type the questions in during the presentations. That's all fine. I will get to them after the presentation, and then I will read them and go through them. This is also for the people who are probably watching us on stream. These people can also use the Slido and the speakers list and participate this way. The priority will be given to the questions that arrive on Slido. And yes, if you have a follow-up question or reaction, we will give you the word, and then please first say your name and section, and then go to your question or reaction, so we know also who is speaking. This is also important for the minutes. I would also like to ask everyone to respect the general conduct, speak in respectful tone and way. If there is something that has been already said and you would repeat, please say just covered. That will be sufficient. And also please respect the code of conduct of ESN Czech Republic and ESN International. And remember that this is not a space to express any discrimination, harassment, or violence. So I hope that we will respect each other and enjoy this time together. And I'm getting to the next slide. Here we go. Information during the National Assembly. You have received a preparation package, which is important because of the documents and links to the documents that you will be voting about. There are other important information, so make sure that you know where to find the preparation package. Then there is a Facebook group for participants. If you are not there yet, maybe I would like to ask Gabi or someone from the chairing team to just send the link to the Facebook group to the chat here on Zoom. So you make sure that you are there, because we will share information during the day there about for example, if there is a time changes, or also about the social program. And there is the link tree, which also has been shared with you, and you have all the important links on one place. When it comes to the votings that will happen during today, we have voting about agenda and electoral committee, which will be done in a couple of minutes. Then we will be voting about ESN court merging. We will approve or not approve standing order changes, and events policy paper. These votes that I just read are public vote, so it will happen in the way that you will see in a couple of minutes, and you are probably already used to it. And you can see here which topics has to be agreed or approved by an absolute majority or by 2/3. And then we have the election of or presentation and election of the candidates for the National Board of 2021-22. and organizing committee of NA June, which could happen already physically. So these votes will be done as secret votes and will be coordinated by the electoral committee if elected. For the electoral committee, well, we will get back to it in a couple of minutes, but I will just read it now, that there are 2 members proposed to be in the electoral committee, and they are Monika Kutišová. You probably know her as Monika Pospíšilová. And there is Jakub Steinbach proposed as another member of the electoral committee. And then for the national board, we have 3 candidates: Adel Smejkalová for president, Lukáš Sobotka for treasurer, and Maruška Soukupová for partnership manager. And for the OC of NA June, there is the section of ESN Olomouc. So this is what will happen today. I'm clicking on the next slide. So let's wait until it arrives. Good. I have a couple of tips how to survive this online meeting, which will last until the evening. But it will be quick and it's 1 day, but we will finish around 6, I guess. So I would like to encourage you to use the breaks properly, to stretch your body, to go out, to do some exercise, to get some energy. Also take healthy snacks during the day, and don't forget to drink enough water or tea. Also be pretty respectful and engaged during the day. Ask questions. Let us know that you are there behind your computers by, for example, using the reactions again on the Zoom. Please be on time, so everything can be just done nicely and as planned. We have also presentations from our partners in the afternoon. And it would be lovely if we can also respect the timing so they can also present on time. And most importantly, enjoy the time here together and have fun. We would also like to introduce ourselves and other people who are here. So firstly, meet us, the chairing team. My name is Teresa, or Tete, and I'm originally from ICC2 in Prague. I joined the section in 2015. I wish the participants to have a nice and enriching experience during this weekend. And we discussed that we will share some fun facts about ourselves. So I have 2. First one is that I have never seen Star Wars. And second one is that my mom joined, I think it was the National Platform Prague in 2019. And she joined our social program. I think it was on Friday. And she really enjoyed the party with us. And I would like to give the word to Kuba, and I will change the slide in a couple of seconds, hopefully.
Okay, so my name is Kuba. You probably know that. I'm the vice chair of the chairing team. I'm originally from the ESNUCT Prague, and a fun fact about me, I have a special issued t-shirt, section t-shirt for myself. But if you want to know why, you need to ask me when we can meet together, because I'm not telling you this for free.
Thank you very much, Kuba. And then we have Adam, who is the technical chair.
Hello, my name is Adam. So I originally started in ESN Pardubice in 2013, and later I moved to Prague and I joined ESNUCT Prague in 2017. I have a wish that some of the participants would apply for the WPA position, but I also wish everybody would have as much fun as possible. And fun fact about me is, well, I couldn't really think of anything, so I'm just gonna go with that. I had 2 surgeries on my toes.
And I think that also these 2 photos are quite funny. Thank you, guys, and also thank you for helping out with this National Assembly to go smoothly. And we can move on to introducing other important people. And this is our national board. So welcome here, and thank you for being here for the network. I guess that everyone is present at the National Assembly, so we will also get a chance to see you and listen to you if you have any presentations. And I also hope that that the sections enjoyed these nice gifts that the National Board prepared for the network and sent to you. So welcome here. We have Adele, Gabi, Lukáš, Miška, Lucy, and Adam. And I hope that we will all have a nice time here. And I saw that Adele really enjoyed this photo. I had to change it, because there were the same ones for two assemblies already. Also, welcome here the national board supporters. So there are some of them are present in the meeting. Some of them can be maybe watching us on stream. And these people are supporting the national board and sections, so also helping out with a lot of things and projects being implemented in the network. So thank you as well for this kind of work, and welcome to the National Assembly. Also welcome here the audit committee, these girls, Joyce, Moncha, and Martinka. I'm not sure if Martinka is present in the meeting, but maybe she's also following the stream. But Moncha and Joyce are here. So welcome here, and also thank you for supporting the network from the perspective of audit committee. And we have also our beautiful 19 sections. So welcome here as well, all the members. And yeah, we have 19 sections in the network. And I just wanted to mention that here in the National Assembly, there are 17 sections present and 2 sections delegated their votes. Just if this interests someone, welcome here, and also thank you for all the work that you are doing also during the these difficult times of pandemics. It's important that you don't lose the spirit, and that you are still enthusiastic about ESN, and that you are providing all the nice support to international students. And then getting to the next slide, I think that we have a slide for our former members, alumni, yes. Maybe some of them are also here, so welcome. Some of them may be following us on stream. And I just would like to also express that we are all thankful for having these people around us and supporting us on the way. Also, this was already mentioned by Adele. We have partners of ESN Czech Republic, either present here in the National Assembly or following us on the stream. And I would like to welcome here the National Assembly for International Education and Research, the ZS. Probably you know them like this. Then we have here the Czech Council of Children and Youth. Then we have Study in the Czech Republic Alumni, and Student Chamber of the Council of Higher Education Institutions. These are our institutional partners, and we are really grateful for the support that they are providing to us. And then we have Vodafone and Hopigo, our commercial partners, that we are also very happy for having them. And I guess that almost everyone will have a presentation today afternoon. And yeah, we have one international guest, Božo from ESN Croatia. We agreed that he will actually introduce himself, but he will be late because some emergency appeared. So I just would like to introduce him to you guys. Božo is from ESN Croatia. He is currently a local communication manager and financial manager and national representative elect. He is also part of the network committee and the Comcom. And I would just say that you can imagine him as a Croatian Jirka Beran. Because he is very, very active in many projects. He said to me that he has a nickname of ESN Thanos, because he is in almost all the committees and projects. And I really liked his motivation, which was something that he should share. But since he will be joining later, I will mention it. I asked him why he is joining the foreign national assemblies. And he shared with me that it is really big inspiration for him to attend these meetings and through this way meet other ESN people and other ESN cultures and countries. And as I mentioned, it's a really big motivation for him. And through like this, in this way, he also keeps the ESN spirit really, really high. So I hope that this can also be a motivation for you, and anyone of you can also participate in some other foreign national assembly. And yeah, he will be present later on, so I guess that you will meet him during at least some question rounds and the social program. Whew. So this went quite on time, and we can now proceed to the first question, quorum check and voting. And we will, and also guys, if there was during the introduction, if there was something that was not clear and I should repeat, please just write in the chat and I will get back to it. And we will now move to the quorum check and approving the agenda and electoral committee. So I hope that guys, you are ready. I will just mention again that if you are a person who is voting on behalf of your section, that would be really lovely if you rename yourself in the list of participants, and that if you change your name to your name, last name, and the section that you are representing here, because it will make it easier for us to go through the voting list and also, to make sure that everyone voted and spoke on behalf of the section that we are supposed to. And how this will be done, I will just go to the slide with the quorum check question. And I will go through the names of the sections, and I will also mention the name of the person who is supposed to vote on behalf of that section. And then please turn your microphone on. If possible, turn also your camera on and state your answer. Maybe wait a little bit until your camera and mic are on and then answer, because it takes a couple of seconds, then it catches up. And I will each time read the questions, the options, and then go through the list of the people. So the quorum check is the question for the quorum check is was ESN Czech Republic established in 2004? The options are yes, no, or abstain. And I would like to ask ESN's Lynn Evcha to answer.
Good morning, abstain.
Thank you. Then ESN Hradec Králové, Maria, and she's writing to me that she's having issues with the microphone, so probably, okay, Maria, so I will get back to you at the end of the list. Maybe you will figure it out, and then we will manage it the other way if your microphone is still not working. So we have then ESN CU Prague, Martin.
Hello, I'm going to say yes.
Thank you. ESN CZU Prague, Tamara.
I vote for no.
Thank you. ESN Liberec, Misha.
Good morning. I am for abstain.
Thank you. ESN Mendelu, Stepan.
Hello, abstain.
Thank you. Oh, your hair is long. Then ESN Muni, Pavlina.
Hello, I vote for yes.
Thank you. ESN Ostravská, Martin.
Hello, I abstain.
Thank you. ESN Pardubice, Anička.
Hello, no.
Thank you. ESN Plzeň, Jakub.
Hi, no.
Thank you. ESN UCT, Štěpánka. ESN UCT, Štěpánka. Right, I cannot see her here, so we can back to her later. ESN UP Olomouc, Verča.
Hello, abstain.
Thank you. ESN Ústí, Vojta.
Hi, yes.
Thank you. ESN VSBTU Ostrava, Martin.
Abstain. Abstain, sorry.
Thank you. ESN VSE Prague, Nati.
Abstain.
Thank you. ESN VŠTE Budweis, Alex.
Abstain.
Thank you. ESN VUT, Vojta.
Yes.
Thank you. ISCC2 in Prague, Batti.
Good morning. I vote for yes.
Thank you. ESN USB Budweis, Alex.
Abstain.
Thank you. And we can go back to ESN UCT, Štipka.
Hi, I vote for yes.
Thank you. And Maria, does it work? ESN Hradec Králové.
Abstain.
Great, thank you. So just give me a moment. Form check. All right. So we have so we have 19 answers, and ESN Czech Republic was not established in 2004. And thank you for the answers, and we can move on. So the form check was reached by 6 answers for yes, 3 answers for no, and 10 answers for abstain. And we can proceed to approving the agenda. Give me a couple of seconds when I click on the next slide. So it will happen the same way. And the question is, do you approve the agenda for National Assembly May 2021 as presented? The options are yes, no, and abstain. And we need an absolute majority in order for the agenda to be approved. So we will go again through the list. ESN Zlín, Evča.
Yes.
Thank you. ESN Hradec Králové, Maria.
Yes.
Great. ESN CU Prague, Martin.
Yes.
Thank you. ESN CZU Prague, Tamara.
Yes.
ESN Liberec, Misha.
Yes.
ESN Mendelu, Steve.
Yes.
ESN Muni, Pavlina.
Yes.
That was yes. If Gabi, you didn't hear it. ESN Ostravská, Martin.
Yes.
ESN Pardubice, Anička.
Yes.
ESN Plzeň, Jakub.
Abstain.
Abstain. Okay. ESN UCT, Štipka.
Yes.
ESN UP Olomouc, Verča.
Yes.
ESN Ústí, Vojta.
Yes.
ESN VSB2 Ostrava, Martin.
Yes.
ESN VSC Prague, Nati.
Yes.
ESN VŠTE Budweis, Alex.
Yes.
ESN VUT Brno, Vojta.
Yes.
ISCC2 in Prague, Batti.
Yes.
ESN USB Budweis, Alex.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Give me a second. Do agenda. All right. So thank you for voting, and for the agenda we have 18 answers for yes, 1 for abstain. So the agenda was approved. Thank you very much. And we can proceed to second voting in this round, which will be about the electoral committee. So there is the one member of the electoral committee is Joyce, who is the main auditor of the electoral committee, and 2 other members are proposed by the national board. And these members are Monika Kutišová and Jakub Steinbach. So the question is, do you approve Monika Kutišová and Jakub Steinbach as the electoral committee for NA May 2021? The options are yes, no, and abstain. We need an absolute majority in order for the electoral committee to be approved. And again, Evča, ESN Zlín.
Yes.
Thank you. ESN Hradec Králové, Maria.
Yes.
ESN CU Prague, Martin.
Yes.
ESN CZU Prague, Tamara.
Yes.
ESN Liberec, Misha.
Yes.
ESN Mendelu, Steve.
Yes.
ESN Muni Brno, Pavlina.
Yes.
ESN Ostravská, Martin.
Yes.
ISN Pardubice, Anička.
Yes.
ISN Plzeň, Jakub.
Abstain.
ISN UCT, Štěpka.
Yes.
ISN UP Olomouc, Verča.
Yes.
ISN Ústí, Vojta.
Yes.
ISN VSB2 Ostrava, Martin.
Yes.
ISN VSI Prague, Naty.
Yes.
ISN VŠTE, Alex.
Yes.
ISN VUT, Vojta.
Yes.
ISCC2 in Prague, Paty.
Yes.
And ESN USB Budweis, Alex.
Yes.
Thank you. And we have 18 votes for yes, 1 for abstain. So the electoral committee was approved. Thank you very much. And congratulations to the electoral committee, which was just elected. And wow, that we arrived to the moment of the very first presentation. So thank you guys for the voting, for being patient with the introduction. And we can now start with the presentations that are part of today. You will receive updates on several things, and first of them will be the update on visual identity, which will be presented by Miška Horníková, the communication manager of ESN Czech Republic. Miška, the floor is yours. I hope that you will manage to control the slides and enjoy your presentation.
Thank you, Tata. Good morning, everyone. I will just check if I can move the slides, but actually I can't.
Sometimes it takes a couple of seconds when the slides arrive.
No.
I can click it for you if you want.
It would be nice. Thank you, Tata. So good morning again. As the previous year, I'm coming back to you with the screening report of ESN Czech Republic 2020. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the screening 2020, maybe you know, maybe you don't know what is it. Actually, it's a project of Comcom of ESN International, and it's about going through all the media, all the social media channels as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. And we as a Comcom team are screening all those sections, all those ESN countries, and marking all the violations regarding the visual identity. Actually, this time for the screening 2020, we work on that around 18 corporate identity ninjas, the corporate identity members. And as I said, we went through the websites, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We were checking if sections and ESN countries are using old or new logo system, or both of them or not, and went through 8 categories of infringements. Also, we focused on causes violations. And about the infringement, it was mostly about using the safe zone of the logo, about overbranding, and so on. There were lots of them. Next slide, please. And how's it going with ESN Czech Republic? Actually, we already implemented visual identity as ESN Czech Republic, and 18 sections of ESN CZ already implemented the new visual identity, so yay, and only 1 section remains. Next slide, please. On this slide, you can see the results from the previous screening, 2019. So you can see that actually, speaking of Czech sections, we had a lot of violations across through websites, Facebook, and Instagram. Usually it was about using that background with the logo, so the logo is not visible. Also, there were issues with using a safe zone, or actually not using a safe zone. Then we saw some effects and strokes on the logo and some other violations. Next slide, please. And how is it? Yep. And how is it going yeah, I'm sorry. These are still the results from 2019. So as I said, the most common violations across all the channels were using wrong background, safe zone, usually using wrong colors for the logo. So for example, magenta, the pink one wasn't the magenta at all, but it was just pink. Also, we saw using some logo elements and not the logo as it should be used. Next slide, please. And for 2020, I was pretty happy because I didn't see that many violations across the social media channels. And speaking of websites, most of the sections already used the new logo, but some of them are using both of them, which is a pity, but that's something we can work on. And usually on websites, we saw that the logo is used on a wrong background, as I said before, so the logo is not visible properly. Also, I saw a lot of violations about overbranding, which means that, for example, you are using many stars on one graphics, or you are using 2 logos, and so on. Also, I marked that some sections are using ESN star as decoration. So for example, in the graphics, they use the star instead of letters, for example. Next slide, please. Speaking about the Facebook, actually, these results were pretty good in comparison to the last year. And again, most of the sections already used new logo. Some of them are using still both of them. And again, the biggest issue was using wrong background and wrong scaling of the logo, as you can see from the graph. Next slide, please. And about the Instagram, actually, these was the best results ever we had in ESN Czech Republic, because I saw no violations at all on Instagram. So a huge applause to you. You are using all the logos. You're using your logo very good. But one thing is that sometimes it's the new logo mixed up with the old one, which is wrong, but again, we can work on it. Next slide, please. And Lintkit, again, we haven't marked any violations at all, so good job again. And about the logo system used, since most of the sections are not using Lintkit pages at all, but I saw that some of them are not updated, so there remains the old logo. Next slide, please. So that's why, actually, that's a reason why I decided to remind you some rules from the Visual Identity Manual, which is a book or a brochure, which guides you how to use the logo and how not, and gives you some examples of good work as well. Next slide, please. So as you might know, we have the logo type construction, which consists of ESN star, ESN acronym, which is ESN, descriptor, Erasmus Student Network, and the second descriptor, ESN or Czech Republic, or eventually name of your section. We can use those, this logo we can use as it is prepared together, or we can use the star separately. And always we should think about the background, because the logo should be visible every time. Next one, please. Speaking of colors, we have 5 ESN colors, which every color has own code, as well as we are using the white and black. About the fonts, we are using Kelsen Sons or Francois 1, and for the body text we are using Lato in case that we are preparing text in English. But since we are in Czech Republic and we have some strange letters, sometimes we have to use Calibri. Next one. And speaking of SafeZone, it's a huge issue across the whole network, not just in the US and Czech Republic. We should always think about the space which a logo needs, so then it's visible. About secondary logo types, we can use all logos in different ESN colors, and as well as the new logo, which was approved in last year with the white letters and full colored star. Next one.
Yes, and Mishka, I will ask you to get slowly or quickly to the end of the presentation because you are taking more time than it's supposed.
Actually, I'm ending because I would like to just show you some good examples that I found on Instagram and some other platforms. So I would like to just thank you for your good job that you are doing during this year and the previous as well. So just keep going, and in case you will have any questions regarding the logo or visual identity manual, we can work on it together and prepare something really great. So I guess that's the end of the presentation. Yes. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please ask me.
Perfect then. And please ask Mishka maybe in the private chat, or you can reach out to her on this email because this presentation doesn't have a discussion time. And I guess that the email should be at esncz.org. So just be careful about that. Otherwise, you would reach out to Sabina.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It also happened to me sometime. All right. Thank you, Mishka, very much for your presentation. And I hope that you guys, the network, you got some inspiration and information that may be important to you. And we can proceed to move to the other presentation, which will be actually held by me. This presentation is about the training opportunities. There is also no discussion time after this presentation. And by this presentation here at the assembly, because I would like, or we would like to give you information about the opportunities that you have as members of ESN. And also, I believe that this is a good time to invest in ourselves as members, especially during the pandemic, if we don't have that many international students at universities, so we can maybe look more into the organization and into ourselves. So I would just like to give you the list of opportunities that we have here when it comes to training and developing ourselves as people, as members. First of all, what is there for you in ESN Czech Republic? There are meetups that are organized during the year. Probably you have participated in some of them. These are usually few days long events, either during the weeks or during the weekend, depends if that is happening online or physically. And the topics that are covered during these meetups are relevant to the network that comes from the analysis of the needs of the network. So for example, you can see here the agenda that of the meetup that happened earlier. So causes of ESN, presentation skills, IT services, etc. So really anything that is the current need of the network can be covered during these meetups, and you can participate and learn something new and also meet other ESNers from Czech Republic. Then we have sessions and workshops during the national assemblies. Well, not this one because this is the electoral one and there are not usually workshops, but during the other ones there are. These are the good times from NA Zubří on the pictures, but this can happen also at other national assemblies and also online. So you can look forward to the following national assembly. And yes, I wanted to mention that during the national assemblies, the people who usually hold the workshops are the national board supporters or the national board members. Then we have a Trainers for Trainers event, which is organized by several organizations that cooperate with each other, such as ESN Czech Republic, Rise and Shine, or also other organizations, for example, INEX, if you know that organization. This event is meant for the people who would like to improve in their facilitation skills and probably held some workshops as well one day. So if you are interested in this, the next round will be next year, hopefully. And then we have ESN Prague Academy and ESN Brno Academy. These are projects that are going on throughout the whole year, and there are some workshops here and there organized by the coordinators. These workshops are also meant for the whole network, and also sometimes they are proposed to people from other organizations. So this is also a space where you can meet other people from other youth organizations and network and exchange ideas. Approaching trainings in ES and Czech Republic. There is one workshop or training on the topic of how to leave your mandate with a peaceful mind. This training will be organized probably in June. An email has been sent to the local boards. So if you are interested in that and you are in the local board, you have the information. If you are not in the local board but would be interested, you can reach out to them. And this training is meant for the people who are approaching the end of the mandate and would like to close it properly and talk about it, or for the people who haven't closed their mandates properly and feel like this would be a good event for them. Then you can look forward to some sessions at the National Assembly in June. And there is also a concept of local boards meeting which is ready to be implemented. So once it's back in physical events, this concept is ready for you guys. So I guess that the national board will get back to you once the time will be right for this event to happen. And you can start looking forward to it. The local boards meeting should be about the local boards members exchanging ideas, working together, and as well networking. So this is when it comes to ESN Czech Republic. When it comes to international level of ESN, there are also several opportunities for you that you can take part of. There are the regional platforms. In our case, it's the Central European platform, but other than that, the ESN is divided in several areas. But for us, it's the Central European platform. There are, I guess, 10 countries. And during this event, you can, again, attend some workshops. You can meet people from other ESN countries. You can learn a lot. The workshops there are usually held by more experienced members of ESN. And it's really, really nice event, even if it's online or physical. We are not sure how it will happen this year, but you will get an update quite soon, I hope. So don't hesitate to apply for the event and participate, or also share this opportunity in your sections. Then we have Educate trainings that are there for you as well. During the Educate is a training program which is there for us as members, and you can participate in trainings as regular participant. You can again learn a lot. You can meet people from other ESN countries, from other ESN local levels, and national and international. You can meet a lot of people there, and these trainings are usually focused on some personal development topics. And you can also learn a lot about ESN during the social programs and the networking. Also, Educate is here for you if you would like to become a trainer. There is the full training for trainers process. So this is also something that you can attend. Then there is the Erasmus Generation Meeting, which is meant as a capacity building event that will hopefully happen next year. And a lot of people should meet there, and you should have a really nice time. I would also like to highlight that there are some online opportunities currently on Wiki. You can find online webinars for ESN newbies on ESN Basics. They are uploaded there, so if you would like to use them for your active members, you can find them there. That's really nice thing that ESN did for us. And it's not only about being a participant in this events. You can also become an OC. You can organize some of these events. You can organize the Central European platform. This happened last time in Czech Republic, I think in 2018, when ESN UP Olomouc, with the help of some other sections, organized this event. So you can think about this and also go for it next time. You can also become an organizing committee of some of the Educate events. That's also possible. You can also organize the EGM, the Erasmus Generation Meeting. And currently there is an opportunity for the local phase LGBTQI community and youth. You should have information in your email inbox. You can still apply for that. But, the deadline is short. It's in two days. But you can get some funding as well. This is it's written here on the slide, that if you are organizing such an event, you are supposed to provide a venue, accommodation, and meal. social program, and it's also a great team building for your section. You can get a chance to cooperate with your stakeholders, university partners, other ESN members, and maybe some other stakeholders. And sometimes you can get financial support, which is the case of this local phase opportunity. I think that you can get up to 250 euros reimbursement for the activities that you will organize. And I will just go quickly through the last part, which is about resources and tools, where you can find more information or other opportunities that you have. If you are organizing a workshop or training on the local level or on the national, you can request a trainer from the Educate pool of trainers. There on the website, there is the opportunity. You can just fill it in, and the Educate will get back to you with information and contact to the trainer that they will assign to you. Also, if you are organizing a workshop yourself and you would like to receive a feedback on that, you can request feedback from the Educate pool, feedback pool, and they will help you with designing the workshop. You can access the wiki, ESN wiki. There you have a workshop database where you can find a lot of useful information and tools and resources. There is also training coordinators toolkit. You can find there some tips and tricks on how to design workshops and so on. Also for team building activities, so there are many things. In ESN Czech Republic, you can become part of the Facebook group of ESN CZ Academy, where we share training opportunities. And I would like to mention that we have a partner, Rise and Shine, who organize a lot of workshops and training opportunities when it comes to personal development. So I encourage you to also follow them on websites and Facebook, and participate eventually in some of the events organized by them. And lastly, I would like to thank everyone who contributes to the trainings and creation of these learning opportunities in ESN, may it be on local, national, and international level, and also to everyone who participates, because without participants, that would not make any sense. So thank you everyone who is somehow part of these opportunities. And if you would have more questions on this, you can just reach out to me. Ta-da! You know, this is in the online environment. It's just weird to jump so quickly from one presentation to another. And there was no discussion time, so we will continue. And I will practice my speaking skills, because this is the presentation about the media literacy campaign, which will be held by me and Mishka. So we can get started. I know that it's a lot of information, but don't worry, guys, break is approaching. So media literacy campaign is a thing that we would like to realize during June, together with other members. And the topic of media literacy was brought to the network earlier in this semester. We organized a media literacy training when we brought this topic closer to the network, and it was really nice. And we actually realized that the topic is not, we don't usually speak about this topic in ESN, but it's very important in the current times. And you know, in the online environment, we should really know how to treat information and how to evaluate them. So we actually decided to make a follow-up on this training and provide the network with the media literacy campaign. Mishka, you are muted.
So, I'm sorry. So what is happening? We are preparing a promo campaign, which is focused more about the raising awareness. And this campaign will be focused mostly on local and international students. So it will be prepared in English and in Czech as well. And also it will become a part of the social media plan ESN Czech Republic. With that, next. About the content, we are preparing social media materials, which means that there will be a lot of materials for sections as an educational one. Then we will prepare some interactive materials, for example, for Instagram stories, Instagram posts, and also we will prepare some terminologies and explanations which sections can use. As I said, languages will be Czech and English, so you can decide if you want to, as a section, focus more on the local students or international ones. Also, we will prepare a one, not huge, but there will be a document as a guideline how to use all the materials and how to follow up the promo plan of ESN Czech Republic. About the timeline, right now we are collecting materials and ideas with the rest of the team, and during May we will finish graphics, all the graphics. After that, we will fill the graphics with all the information prepared, and during the June we will start with the implementation and also sending to the sections.
Yeah. And it's not only me and Miška, actually it's mostly Evča and Milško from ESN Zlín, Noemi from ESN Mendelu, and Zuzka from ESN Ostravska, who are creating the content, because also these 3 girls participated in the full training on the media literacy. So actually they decided it was kind of their idea to follow up on it and bring it to the whole network. And we are really grateful for that. So thank you, girls, for stepping up, jumping in, and bringing this to the network. Miška is in the role of and be responsible and making sure that everything is following, especially the visual identity. And me and Maggie, we are kind of supervisors, because we provided the training on the media literacy, so we are just supporting the girls. So that they know where to find the resources, and they can ask us for help if they need. So this is the team which is behind that, and we are really happy that we can make this for the network. And I guess that's it. Thank you very much, and we are really looking forward to this campaign to be implemented. Miška, if you have any last words, please go on.
Thank you, Tata. You said basically everything. And here you can see the first draft of the graphics, which is coming to all of you.
Great. Thank you very much. And guys, we have a couple of minutes for questions. So if you want to ask something, you can either go to the Slido or let us know that you want to ask something. I will just wait if there is a question that arrives on the Slido. And yes, this way I'm opening the first speakers list. It seems that no one is going to ask, so I will propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Maybe someone typing in. No one objects. All right, so I'm closing the speakers list. Thank you for your attention and for making it with us until this time. And now we are about to have a break. I also would like to welcome here Božo, who actually joined during the presentations. So hello, hello. I already introduced you, so everyone knows that you are our second Jirka Beran, or not second, another Jirka Beran. And we can, guys, now take a break until actually 10:53. So we have a proper 20 minutes, I think. But make sure that you are slowly getting back at 10:50, so we can start more or less on time. And you can look forward finally to the presentations of the candidates for the National Board of 2021-22. So guys, get ready for it. You will have a chance to also ask a couple of questions. And take a break, make something to drink or eat for yourself, stretch your body, and see you in 20 minutes.
Tata?
Ano.
No, super. Hele, mám technickou ohledně těch prezentací. Máme si zažádat o remote control? Nebo budeš klikat ty?
Adam by vám to měl dát během prezentací. Jenom prostě to může zabrat trošku. Cože?
Respektive si musíme zažádat tady, že? Nahoře.
Dá bych kýve, tak asi jo.
Jo, je to lepší. Si zažádat.
Dobrá.
Já vás vždycky na úvod uvedu s jedním slajdem, jo?
Dobře.
Mám tam připraveno, že zmíním, co je každá role zač.
Dobře. My jenom psala jsem to Adamovi, že budeme všichni prezentovat z mýho profilu. Jo, takže není potřeba pak rušit to remote control.
Jo, super.
No, to je asi lepší.
Jo.
Právě, ať to nekomplikujeme. Už jsme tady na hotspotech. Už jsme tady na hotspotech, ať neopakujeme loňský rok.
A kdyby vám to náhodou nešlo z nějakého důvodu, já jako radši na začátku třeba chvilku počkejte, než se vám přepne ten slide, ono na začátku to vždycky trvá.
Jasně.
Ale kdyby náhodou to nešlo, tak mi řekněte, já vám to budu klikat.
Jasnačka. Tak jo, tak to je všechno, dík.
Jo.
Jste si všichni navzájem točili vlasy, ne?
No ale já si teďka točím normálně, co děláte?
Že i Myška má takový.
Jo, no tak.
Kočičky.
Si povíme mimo stream.
Jo.
Pravda.
So Božo, are you there with us? Do we have you here? You don't. Jsi odešel na pauzu. Jo.
A ještě jeden dotaz, teda teďka po coffee breaku Gáby teda plánuješ? Zeničku? Nebo ne?
Jo. Jo.
OK.
Hele, a tedy předpokládám, že když partneři neposlali prezentace, že to teda budou prezentovat od sebe. Jo? Jsme tak jako usoudili.
2 prezentace jsem posílala Adamovi. Jediná, co chybí, tak je za Erasmus+, a to si Terka bude prezentovat sama.
A kdy jsme je posílala?
Jednu včera odpoledne a druhou večer. Každopádně v případě, že ty prezentace nejsou zahrnutý u vás, tak mi jenom dejte vědět, abych když tak ještě jim napsala, aby byli připraveni sdílet.
Zjistíme.
Já jsem něco chtěla. Jo, můžete někdo poslat testovací otázku na to Slido, jestli to tady mám dobře otevřený?
Tak jo. Koukám, že Baty taky poslouchá.
Jo.
Máš tam spoustu testovacích otázek.
Aha.
Božo, přišel.
Božo. Jo, dobrý. Já jsem nevěděla, co si to bude.
Jinak teda začínáme nejpozději v 10:55, ano?
Ano. Ale ty se nepustila ještě? Už.
Pustila, ale...
Už. Hurá. Božo, are you there with us?
Yes, always.
Hello, finally. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so really sorry that I missed the first part, but as I told you, it was a really funny story because I picked up a book a few days back And that book in my faculty library had only 3 copies. And when I picked it up, there was still 2 left. Naturally, considering my luck, they run out of books and called me today in the morning, like, we want our book back. So I got the chance to experience book debt collectors. It was amazing.
All right. I presented it that an emergency appeared.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I was looking for. Now I can even leave. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You made it, and we are happy to have you.
No,
Right.
no, Maria, I cannot. Later.
Good. So I hope that you guys are slowly getting in. We will start in 3 minutes. I also hope that the candidates are ready. Yeah. Gabi, do you know how many people we had in the first part? Like the number of participants here in the Zoom, or not really?
We are still missing someone, I guess. We should have, give me a second. We should have 46 people here.
Let's wait a bit. For the people who are already here, I encourage you to open the Slido with entering the code NA May 2021. And you can ask the candidates questions during or already during the presentations. So it saves some time, and I will read them after the presentation each time. So let's wait. I hope that you enjoyed your break, which was surprisingly short. The times just passes really, really quickly during the ESN events. And we have 1 minute left. I can see, the excitement here before the presentations. Yes, it was the breakfast time maybe for someone. For someone, it could have been the lunchtime already. All right, so on my time, it's 10:55. So let's get it started. Welcome back after the break. I really hope that everyone who wants to attend the presentations is here on the stream. And what will happen now is that I will introduce our amazing candidates for the national boards. You can see them here on the pictures, and they also have cameras on. And before each candidate, I will just shortly introduce the role of the position. Then I will give the word to the respective candidate, and each of the candidates have maximum 10 minutes for the presentation. If you guys, I will control the time, and if you guys are, about not going to make it, I will try to interrupt you and jump in a little bit and just inform you that it would be nice if you can wrap it up in like 30 seconds. Hopefully it will be good. We tried to, find a way how to make a noise so you can see that you have just 1 minute, but we didn't figure it out. So I will just interrupt you. Then we will have 10 minutes of discussion time after each candidate. For this, guys, I repeat again, open the Slido and enter the code NA May 2021. You can type your questions in already during the presentations. I will read them out after each candidate's presentation. You can then react to the question, to the answers if there is something really relevant that you need to react to. And for this, you just need to write R or a reaction to the chat, and then I will give you the word. Hopefully, I mentioned everything, and we can move on. Yes, and I'm just viewing the screen, so can someone just move to the next slide, and I will introduce the first candidate, and it will be Adele who will be presenting. So if you can just move to the next slide, that would be lovely. Yeah, we will just wait. And we can do so. Next one, please. Thank you very much. So the position of president of ESN Czech Republic is it means that that person is a statutory body of our organization, and this person should act according to the vision of ESN International. Also, this person determines the direction of ESN Czech Republic, takes care of the section members' needs, creates the strategy, is responsible for creation of the strategy and action plan in cooperation with the rest of the national board, cooperates or is responsible for the cooperation with the national agency, also represents ESN towards the third parties, and acts on behalf of the whole organization. The president is also responsible for organizational provision of the operation of ESN Czech Republic, and takes care of the president's and vice president's community. So these are the main responsibilities of the president. And I'm happy to introduce Adele Smejkalova, who is applying for being the next president of ESN Czech Republic. So I guess that you have the control of the presentation, and the floor is yours.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Tata. Before I start, I just want to check with you. Can you hear me well? Yes, good. Seems like I can control the screen very well. And let's just hope, fingers crossed, that the internet stays on, right? Okay. So Tata, thank you once again for the introduction, and hello again to all the members who are either here on the meeting or that are watching the stream. My name is Adele, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you my second candidacy for the national president. So let's do this, if it works. Now, good. So it feels like yesterday when I was standing or sitting here in front of you last year. But why am I here today? It's because I want to invite you to continue this journey that we started last year. And why? Why the second mandate? Because, well, let's be honest, the last year has not been easy. We have faced many challenges, but despite that, we have achieved great things as network. And it was an experience I wouldn't change for the world. And I still believe that we can continue this, and we can continue building stronger ESN-CZ all together. So that is why I'm here today again. And just like last year, I would like to build on what we have been doing for the past 10 months, and that is building ESN-CZ as an inclusive and recognized, respectable organization that is active in advocacy towards international students and for the international students, and that contributes to the educational processes with the global impact. I also believe that we can strengthen our position as key partners of our stakeholders in the fields of mobility, while internally we will focus on the post-pandemic state of the network, and we will be, let's say, working towards a stable status of the network, as well as being united and supportive of our members' growth. So this is the vision. This is the second level of the vision that I introduced last year, and during the next year, I would like to take it to this next level. What it means exactly? So there are 6 priorities that I would like to focus on in my second potential mandate. And the first one, probably the most important one, is the stability of the network, like I said, with the focus on post-pandemic status. And also, I would like to keep on exploring together with the rest of DNB the possibilities of independent financial situation of ESN-CZ. Also, since this year has been a year of transition for ESN Czech Republic, I believe it is important for us to continue working on the concepts of the national level, and also, for example, of the NB agendas or the support structures of the national level, as well as the services that we provide for our sections and international students. And all of that, because the stability could not be achieved without following and respecting the causes of ESN. So the ones I would like to focus on the most, of course, the education and youth, social inclusion, and according to the new Erasmus Plus program, also environmental sustainability. The second one is professionalization, or so-called Mission Unicorn. That is a new nickname for this project. So we have started this year, but during the next one, I would like to focus more on the grants politics, especially on the operational grants, also together with ESN International, hopefully. Then on receiving the quality label, that would be meant especially for the ESN CSAT members, so that we would be able to use ESN as an official traineeship, let's say. Then also looking for headquarters, and one more addition is the Erasmus Plus traineeship that is not mentioned here. The third priority is about representation, both internal and external. When it comes to the internal, I would like to continue representing ESN CSAT on the international level as part of the General Assembly, and also as a member of education community. Then I'd like to continue promoting ESN CSAT towards our external stakeholders and partners. And I would also like to help the partnership manager with looking for new commercial partnerships. So that is for the third one. The next priority is about education and institutional partnerships, where the one I would really like to highlight is the partnership that we have with the national agency that has been developed a lot during this past year, and we have so many things to build on. So I would like to focus on this a lot, actually, together with the Eurodesk, Czech Council of Children and Youth, Study in the Czech Republic, and Czech Republic alumni. Then, of course, other institutional partners. So, for example, that would be the Student Chamber of Council of Higher Education Institutions in the Czech Republic, or the ministries. Then, Erasmus Plus program. We have started this new one recently, but still there is a lot of space for us to get better into transition procedures, especially towards the universities, which would be my main focus in the upcoming year. When it comes to the support of the sections, I would like to do that especially through the presidents and vice presidents community, since I strongly believe in the leadership of our sections. And this would consist of supporting the sections generally, but also keeping the community spirit, helping our members in the advocacy topics, and also keeping them up to date when it comes to the not only educational mobility fields, but also the international topics. But last but not least, national board has always been my highest priority, and there is no national level without having a good team. So I would like to continue and individually and also generally supporting the team members. I would lead them towards reaching our goals that we would set together, and I would like to make sure that the members of the board enjoy the mandate to the fullest, take the most out of this experience, and grow both personally and professionally. Here on this slide, you can see my ESN journey. I joined back in 2017 during my Erasmus in Spain. After that, I joined my home section, ESN Monibeno, and since then I have occupied, let's say, many positions on the local, national, and also international level. Currently I'm active mostly on the national and international level. And for those who don't know me, I'm a very proud member of the Erasmus generation. I'm a Munich graduate. I'm also a trainer, and siesta is the answer to almost everything. So I'm a very passionate siesta worshipper. And once again, if you ask me why am I running again? Why do I want to do this? So shortly, it is because of the network that I believe in. I believe in our members and in our potential. I would like to help you develop this. I believe I have the skills. I still have the motivation. Actually, my motivation is even higher than last year. Now that I see that not even the pandemic can stop ESN. I can just say that I have during the past year I have stayed true to my original vision. I have not changed the direction during the past year, and I believe that enhancing the continuity during the second mandate could help the network a lot as well, which is something I would fight for. So that's it, guys. Let's share this journey once again, but all together. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adele. Now, guys, is the time for you to use the clap icon as you are doing. Thank you very much. Thank you for the presentation. If you're curious, it was 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So very nice timing. You improved. And now I open the speakers list. So guys, if you have any questions for Adele, please go to the Slido and write them down. I will wait a few seconds or minutes if there is a question arriving. And yes, we have a first one. Great. So I will just start reading them, and you can still use the Slido and write the questions there. We have around 10 minutes for that. So the first question is from Bojo, international guest. And the question is, since you are running for a second mandate for the same position, what advice would you give your past self a year ago?
All right, thank you very much, Bojo. That is a very cool question. Actually, my short answer is start studying law-related topics as soon as possible, because COVID is going to strike hard. So that would be the advice I would give myself a year ago.
Thank you for your answer. Do we have other questions? I will again wait a bit if something arrives. We have another question. Sorry. This question is from Martin, ESN VSB to Ostrava. And the question is, what do you think is the highest number of priorities that can be still clarified as priorities and focuses on as priorities?
Thank you, Martin. Well, I believe that this depends on each person, how many priorities one can handle. But just like last year, I set myself 6 priorities and I focused on all of them. And well, as I look at it, I also managed to fulfill all of them. But obviously for the upcoming year, my highest priority would be the stability of the network, as well as the knowledge transfer and maintaining the culture and the values. So I actually have one top priority for the upcoming year.
Thank you very much. If you guys need any clarification, just write a reaction in the chat. And thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer. I will still wait if there is another question arriving in the Slido. Yes, there is one. This one is from Bati from ICCT in Prague. And the question is, what is the best/highest moment from your presidency so far?
Okay, do I really have to name one? I have 2 or 3. No. Okay. Okay. So I'll take it from 2 points of view. All right. One is for the institutional partnerships. So my highlight from this point of view is definitely getting more partners and getting even more support from the institutional partners, which is crucial for the network during these times. So that's what made me super happy and grateful as well. And when it comes to the network internal working of ESN-CZ, then I would say that I was actually very, very happy and super proud every time I got to spend some time with the sections. The last time I did was, for example, during the leadership meeting, which for me personally was wonderful.
Thank you for the answer. Thank you for the question. We still have time, so if there is something else that you would like to ask Adele, you can do so. We have another one, and this question is again from Bojo, our international guest, and the question is, currently there are 3 candidates for the national board. If elected, what steps would you like to fill the vacant ones, as motivation is someone always lacking? This similar question was asked in the question round on Facebook, but since we have still time, you can probably answer very shortly.
Yes, and also, Majo, I believe he hasn't seen the question round, so I'll just answer. Majo, thanks for the question. Well, the very first step I would do is continue talking to the people that we have already approached when it comes to the second round of the NB elections. And in case that there are still not more people elected after the second round, then I would bring this crisis plan that I've been already working on since January for similar situations. And in this crisis plan for ESNCZ, there is described how to work when, for example, the board is not full, when the finances are missing, etc. So that is what I would follow and continue working on.
Thank you very much. And Bojo, I just sent you the link to the sheet with the questions, so you can also open it. But don't worry about it. We understand. We have another question, which is from Martin, ESN VSB. And the question is, in question round, you have mentioned that causes are essential. Do you think ESN was missing something when there were no causes defined?
Yes, thank you, Martin. I think very shortly that the network was missing the why. Why are we doing those activities? And that is the framework that causes are giving us. So they are giving us the direction. They are explaining why are we doing those activities, and also it's easier for the international students to understand like why actually we are doing this. So it is not only the idea of ESN that we would come up with some programs or causes, but they are also they come from the Sustainable Development Goals, which also brings us closer to the external parties.
Thank you very much for the answer. Hope that answered the question. We still have a couple of minutes, so I'm still waiting if more questions arrive to the Slido. Okay, so if you want, you have now time. I don't see any more questions at the moment. So probably I would like to propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? If so, please write in the chat. If you probably are in the middle of your question, just write it in the chat. But I'm proposing to close the speakers list. So any objections? No. All right. So that was it for Adele. I'm closing the speakers list. Adele, thank you very much for your presentation. And yeah, silent applause in the online. Thank you very much. And we can now move to the second candidate, who is Lukáš, who's candidating for the position of the treasurer. And I would like to ask you to move to the next slide, please, because I have also the introduction slide.
Well, I'm trying to move the screen,
yeah.
But it's not working.
Take your time.
It's not intentional, all right? Oh, no.
Thank you very much. So the position of treasurer of ESN Czech Republic is also one of the important ones, as the rest of the national board, right? And the main responsibilities of treasurer is that this person supervises the management of ESNCZ finances. This person also submits a report to the financial performance of ESN Czech Republic and is responsible for the creation of ESNCZ budget and its implementation. There are, of course, other responsibilities or tasks, but these are the main ones. This is from me, and I would like to introduce Lukáš Sobotka, who is candidating for the position of Treasurer ESN Czech Republic for the year of 2021-22. Lukáš, the presentation floor is yours. You are muted.
Hello. We did kind of a magical swap, so as you can maybe notice, I'm not Adele, but my name is Lukáš, and I'm applying for the position of Treasurer of ESN Czech Republic for the next year. First, I wanted to take this presentation more serious a bit. So for a bit of a change, there would be no memes and no funny pictures in the presentation. And I actually mean it. So who am I? Originating from the section of ESN Liberec in the far in the north. Besides the ESN, I'm a musician. I studied history. My journey in ESN basically almost started by being a president. I was a section president for 2 years. And for the last year, I'm on a position of the national treasurer in ESN Czech Republic. So why it might be a good idea or it might not be a good idea to vote for me. I have more than 4 years of experience in ESN, as I mentioned, both on local level and the national. Also, before being a treasurer, I was a national supporter. I do have some experience with the position I'm applying for. And as I was mentioning even last year, for my, let's say, maybe qualities, I think I can be rather calm, rational, and I like presenting. So and I like presenting in front of people. So it's a bit of pity that also my second application is not in the full plenary room, but I will have to make do with that. Why would I want to apply for the second time? Well, there is still some things we could finish together, and I could finish within my agenda. Mainly speaking about the financial sustainability of ESN Czech Republic and the continuity with fulfilling the strategy and action plans in this field. What is it in for me? Well, I still haven't got to experience the, let's say, normal mandate. We had only one physical event in last year. Maybe we will have a second one. I did not have the opportunity to experience international events as a national board member, which I was really excited about before my mandate. So those are the things I would still like to experience. But at the same time, I think I still have some energy and motivation what I could give to the network, and also the previous knowledge and experience I could give to the position. So just to briefly summarize the goals I mentioned in my candidacy or in the application. Again, new sources of income. Well, not again, but still, as I mentioned numerous times, even if we approve the new sources of income being the membership fee and the margin for ESN cards today, that's just the start, just the base for the financial stability of ESN Czech Republic. But what we should be looking more into in the next mandate or year and years would be grants, which is something that Anja also mentioned. That's because it's closely entangled with the strategy of ESN Czech Republic and with the professionalization. That's something we talked about and was looked into in previous year as well, but I was not really in that process, and I would like to join it to actually learn more about grants, since I'm not that experienced. But I look at it as an opportunity for both ESN and for me to learn. Also, huge topic will be again the European Solidarity Corps quality label. Also, DZS financial support, that's a huge topic in last years. It was the plan to involve National Treasurer in that process more regarding the practical matters. That's something that basically already happened. That transition was done. But I believe the process itself of the practical matters like invoices, bills, etc., might be worth looking into. We might find some more efficient ways and channels how to proceed that. BF check, that meaning the work with community, joint community of treasurers and partnership managers right now, and the section care. Those are basically normal tasks of the NB member, but those are just two I chose to pinpoint in my candidacy, in my application, since those are the ones I'm most excited about amongst the regular treasure agenda. And yeah, since that was much shorter than from Angelka, that would be it from my presentation.
Thank you very much. So now is the time to express our silent clapping. Thank you, Lukáš. It was not that much shorter than Adele, only 1 minute shorter. No, you did well. Thank you very much. And I'm opening the speakers list. So guys, again, go to the Slido and ask questions if you have any for Lukáš. I will wait if there is something arriving. I guess that after 1 year, we already get to be used to this awkward silence in online when we are waiting. So I will just give it a couple of more seconds if there is something arriving in the Slido. Oh gosh, it seems that you will not have any questions. There are no questions arriving so far in the Slido, so I would like to propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Just try in the chat. Right, it seems that there are no objections. So the speakers list is closed. And Lukáš, thank you again for your presentation. Well, that was quick. We can move on to the third candidate, who is Maruška. Before I give her the word, I just would like to ask you to go to the next slide. Thank you very much. And I would like to introduce the position that Maruška is candidating for, which is a partnership manager of ESN Czech Republic. And partnership manager represents our organizations towards mainly the commercial partners, negotiates with the commercial partners, and maintains and develops relationships with existing partners, and also negotiates the new ones. He is also responsible for renewing contracts with existing partners, manages the national discounts on the ESN card website, Partnership manager executes national ESN cards orders for full membership and is responsible for its distribution. Also prepares promotional materials of national and international partners in cooperation with the communication manager, and is responsible for cooperation with institutional partners in cooperation with the national president. Again, these are the main responsibilities of a partnership manager. And I would like to introduce Maruška Soukupova, who is applying for being the partnership manager next Monday. So Maruška, the floor is yours, and good luck with the presentation.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maruška, as Tete said, and I'm very happy to see you all. And it is my honor to present to you my application for the partnership manager of ESN-CZ. Hopefully, the upcoming slide is coming soon. Here it is. Okay, so who am I? As you may have read in my candidacy, I come from Central Bohemia, more specifically Příbram, which is a lovely small town, but I decided to go and study in Brno. I study at Brno University of Technology on the Faculty of Business and Management, and hopefully I am going to finish my bachelor studies in June. And as I like to say, the further you go, the more you learn. Actually, because of the COVID-19 situation, I wasn't able to go on Erasmus, but I would like to go in the upcoming years, though not the following academic year. And now to my actual candidacy. So I actually have a 2-year experience as a local representative of ESN BUT Brno. This experience gave me a lot. It gave me a lot of skills like negotiation. I joined countless discussions, and I also was a regular board member, which means that I experienced a lot of teamwork and other stuff as well. And I was a section leader. I was the one to motivate members to participate on national and international events. I was the one to lead the delegations there. And this was also a very lovely opportunity for me to gain a lot of knowledge in this area. So here you can see all, or I hope that all of the national and international events that I participated in actively. That's just for your imagination. And why partnership manager? So first, it's definitely a tempting position for me to gain more negotiation skills and also to have the honor to represent ESN-CZ to our commercial partners and just the people outside of ESN, actually. What's also interesting for me is the experience of the national board member. That is something I would really like to be part of, such a nice team of people. And there are some goals that I stated in my candidacy. There are 4 main ones. First of them is the sustainability of finances of ESN-CZ. This point has been kind of elaborated on during Lukasz's candidacy presentation. So yeah, as we all know, the situation isn't great, not only for ESN, but also for many other companies and institutions in the Czech Republic currently. But hopefully we would be able to get another commercial partner. I would also like to concentrate on institutional partners and help the next president with this agenda. And as I already said, causes of ESN are my 3rd goal. It's something that binds me with ESN together, and it's something that I think is crucial for us. And I would like to also find new partnerships with companies that have similar values in their business plans. And the last point is the BFCzech community that I would like to work with, and of course the sections. I would like to help the local partnership managers with negotiating with their local partners. And of course, after gaining more experience in this area, and just help with whatever is needed. So this is from me shortly. I would like to thank you for your attention, and I am looking forward for your questions if you have any.
Thank you, Maruška, very much for your presentation. I would like to open the speakers list. So guys, again, if you have any questions for Maruška, go on Slido, type your question in, and we can have the round of questions. Let's give it again a couple of seconds or minutes. We have a first question, and the question is from Bojo, our international guest. And the question is, if elected and you had to pick one favorite potential partner, who would it be, and how would you like to approach them as COVID is still a thing?
Okay, so thank you for that question. That's an interesting one. We have already discussed this multiple times. For example, yesterday during the candidate sessions with other members of the network. Basically, who I find crucial for us at this moment is Vodafone, and I think that we can be able to actually, also talk to other potential partners that are similar to this company in particular. I think that at this moment, what's essential is that the company has enough resources and is kind of big enough. To name one specific, well, I know that we have quite some partnerships with different companies around Škoda Auto, and I think that this could be a way for us possibly to name just one out of my head right now.
Thank you very much. And the second part of the question, how would you approach them as COVID is still a thing?
Yeah, unfortunately, if this situation continues, which seems likely, it would have to be through probably email or definitely online. Although I believe that it's more effective to approach people in general in person. So we will see how that goes.
Right. Thank you for your answer. And also thank you for the question. If there is anyone else who would like to ask something, please do so. It seems that no more questions are arriving. So I would like to propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Right, seems that there are not. So I close the speakers list. Thank you, Maruška, once more for your presentation, and thank all the candidates for all the presentations. And good luck with the rest of the day. So thank you very much. And I'm not controlling the presentation, so maybe Maruška, if you can just click to the next slide, that would be lovely.
I already did. Maybe how can I give you back the lead?
Yeah, and one more, please. It's just yeah. Thank you very much. That's okay. That's enough. I don't need the control mode at the moment anymore because we will have the section card time. So thanks very much. And guys, what's going to happen now is well, before I introduce this, I would just like to make a point that if you would have any more questions to the candidates, I believe that they are available for your questions. So feel free to approach them during the breaks or maybe the lunch break, which is longer. you can write to them on email or maybe on Facebook, and I'm sure that they will be happy to answer the questions that you will probably have. So don't worry about that. And what will happen now is that we will have a section care time. And how will that happen is that the participants that are present here in the National Assembly will be divided in the breakout rooms according to the national board responsible that you have. And you will join this particular breakout room for the time that is given to the section care time session. Maybe a question, guys, for the national board is if you would like to invite Božo to one of the sessions, or if Božo will have a longer lunch break. So you can think about it and then tell me what you think. So you will have a section time for around 1 hour. You can probably stay longer there. It depends on you. And then it will be followed directly by lunch. So I just would like to wish you good lunch. You can also send some photos to our Facebook group if you feel like, since we cannot be really in person together. So you can use the Facebook group to share the moment of the National Assembly. And we will be meeting back here in the main room at 2:15. I would like to ask you to probably start joining at 2:10, so we can start at 2:15 actually. And we will continue with a bunch of presentation on the relevant topics that are currently happening in the network. And we will also be given a presentation on new sources of income and the events policy paper. These are the presentations that there will be followed by a voting. So you should make sure that you really make it on time. And then we will have the second block of presentations, which will be mainly about the partners. And also in the part after the lunch, there will be the voting. So everyone who is voting on behalf of the section, so you should really make sure that you are here. So that will be it from me. And now we will be dividing you in the breakout rooms. And I just would like to give the word to maybe to Gabi, if you want to specify it, how exactly will be this done.
Yeah, maybe a little. Once Adam will open the breakout rooms, if you have the newest version of the Zoom, you will see in the bottom like new press button or something with the name breakout rooms. So if possible, try to join the breakout room on yourself. If not, just stay here and we will divide you. So please, Adam, if you can open the rooms. Yeah, now you should see the breakout rooms button. So if possible, just click to join to the, yeah, it's kind of working. So please join now and we will divide the people who will stay here. And I'm sorry to my sections, I will come later once we will divide the people, okay? See you there. Adam. Okay. Adam už taky odešel.
And I don't know, do you think that Božo could join one of the section care times, or probably not? It's up to you.
Why not? He can
Božo,
choose which one.
Yes, I would love to, and it's hard to pick since I am at the same time communication manager and financial manager in my section. I would probably join one of those.
Well, you should pick. So feel free to join any of them.
Okay, so thank you and see you.
Yeah, see you after the lunch.
Božo, you have such a beautiful, deep voice. I love it. I want to meet you in person one day.
So, but do you know what this?
Thank you for that. And it goes both ways. I hope we'll meet.
Well, I have to join the Adam sessions because he has to come back and divide the people because I'm not the host.
Or I can do it.
I'm not sure because I'm co-host too and I can't. So
yeah, so tell him to get back.
Yeah, okay, just a second.
Ahoj Kubo, jak se máš?
Jde to.
Imhotep.
Když mluvíme o Imhotepovi, už mám skoro dobitý veškerý Egypt.
A já už znám celý soundtrack Evropy.
2 anebo 4?
2. Prej to i hází reklamy na Evropu. Čau holky!
Hello.
Čau.
Gábe, seš mutnutá.
Já jsem si to uvědomila. Můžeš prosím tě rozdělit ty lidi, co tady zůstali, protože my na to nemáme práva. Tady holky, prosím, vy jste spolu na jednom účtu, OK. Takže tady účet Pavlína Kubátová i jsem Unibrno, prosím, ke mně. Vy budete teda na jednom účtu, jo. Předpokládám. Tak je tam šoupni pes. Pak tu máme Ríšu. Ríšo, ty jdeš taky? Nebo nejdeš? Nejdeš? OK.
Ríša musí jít na test.
Vojta Bartuška, VUT, to je, myslím, že k Adel, že to patří, jo. Šoupni ho k Adel, prosím. Kateřina R ke mně. Vítě Hrbáček je, myslím, že k myšce, že Liberec má myška, že? A jo, Vítě Hrbáček k myšce, Kateřina R ke mně. A Hurty Spáťo, to je ke těm, že můžou zůstat, protože oni jsou stejně na tom jednom účtu, který už se připojil. Takže by to mělo být všechno, akorát Kačku ještě. Kačku. Kate.
A Adame, kdyby šel možná vypnout ten stream teďka, až do těch 14:15, tak by to bylo dobrý.
Nebo tam dají prostě slide, jakože section care time a to a čus. Nebo...
Jsi mutnutý.
Jo, ono se to přepne na mě, nebo tam zůstane tohle?
Ne, na toho, kdo zrovna mluví, si myslím.
A když budu dobrý count roomu?
Tak na toho, kdo zrovna tady bude mluvit.
Jo, OK.